G2 going against Virtus.pro.
A lot of histories he needs to talk on right now. Whenever I see him at LAN events, it's always a joy to talk to.
To make this execute work.
Demo strikers, grenades, the last piece being spent, and capital fire. What needs an entry and Stompman finds it. Shaco jumping down to pit. The bench is low in health as a backstabber. With the diffuser, it's going to be a split ticket from G2, so they're playing for kills rather than planned.
That's right, this is going to be classic split execute here. With no plant intention, it's all about the frags. Shaco needs to have a big impact, takes down Dan. Stompman has supported as well, and Pasha's good for a trade. Stompman through the smoke, it makes it 3 kills for the American. Nako now quickly shuts him down. The young prodigy finished off, and the Frenchman finds a second. Rorik, the G2 try and focus up on the clash? I think they might. Doki is now nearby and could actually use the concussion. Indeed he does. They don't get a lot of damage though onto Rorik, however. The Stompman has fallen. However, taking down the Azami is a big kill. I think the G2 need to avoid the glitch here. I think they need to try and ignore him.
Here he comes. He has to win this gunfight. Yeah, he does.
Oh, massive.
So now he locks down Connector, locks down the backstab potential, saying, hey guys, they can only attack from the window jump-ins. Plus, we have diffuser. They're going to go into cash action, start the bomb site. They're playing offside. This is going to be desperate now from G2. They do not have the diffuser. They will have to clean up on the site and then go fight Rorik afterwards. 15 seconds to play. There is no time to get this done. While the execute happens on side from Benja and Alamau, it's up to Doki on the other side to take the diffuser. Now Rorik is left in a 1v2, but Alamau hunts him down! With the drone information as well, he's going to always land that kill. Now he's looking up the Verd. Has the advantage. I was going to say has the advantage, but not against Pasha, I guess. Again, that SMG11. They can just cut a smoke for him.
The smoke actually helps out. He does find one, but dies to the Goyo fire in the corner.
The flash are going to come out. Will they push with it?
Yeah, but have a look at this. We have a pivot from Alamau. It's going to be a split push. He finds the backstab onto not one, but 2 players. Nako also falls to Alamau. What a beautiful backstab from G2's captain. And a perfect...
Oh, there it is. It's been a long time.
1.71 KDs.
And Alamau just broke in right behind them. So... He broke the right. See, he broke to the right side of it. He was gonna pop and do a ton of damage, maybe even kill him, but he stays alive because he missed it.
Lucky boy.
Yeah.
Very lucky boy.
He's that good.
All right. Hold off on the glaze, mate. Hold off on the glaze.
I lock in. Dan took a bit of damage to Doki call. They got both Benja and Doki Shaco and Demos striking players, and Nako's better in the individual. Now, right? Very simple. Play the cross, watch the hatches, or do this, get caught off guard. Stomp is the king of kitchen, and that hatch is his. He's got all 4 kills in this position so far. Rorik will find Benja though, making it tougher again for G2.
Yeah, well, this is such a chaotic round. Thankfully, G2 are pretty happy to play separated like this, happy to try and find gaps and opportunities, but Alamau a little bit too ambitious on the ADS. Now stomping in a 1v3 there. That's what happens with these players. Ooh, this is very risky from Skies, as if he gets away with his life, but no, not for much longer. Benja quickly on the cut. That's the problem there with those keeper barriers when you leave a gap. Ooh, hello. This is an aggressive play from Alamau. Shaco has gotten active. Dan, though, holding down inside a bathroom. Rorik is essentially trapped here on the wrong side of Connector. He's being cut off by Shaco, but if he wins this gunfight, it might not matter. Shaco will swing him. Perfect timing as Stompman jumps in the window. That is, or just the Vert itself.
And it's free. No smoke they needed. There was a smoke in the garage door. He walked past it, just found the pixel. Text.
Think that Shaco might have got it there. Hopefully he did. A deep smoke that should be covering. The Fenrir is making things very challenging though for G2, but they can throw bodies. Pasha eventually traded back. Out comes the Bearing 9. Right on the other side of Doki is Nako through the smoke. They go past each other like ships in the night, and Doki eventually finds him. Shaco's on the floor, it's a 1v1. Doki v Rorik. He's got the info, knows where he is on red stairs, could go for the revive. It's risky though. Instead takes an aggressive angle. This is the confidence of a man who backs himself in. Shaco can try and scout for info, and so he does. Plays ahead, goes for the big Doki, always on the front foot.
We'll start getting hungry for it.
They have the momentum.
That's to get the momentum, and that's why we saw them kick.
Who likes, you know, records and first-time things. For Virtus.pro to go fly.
And that's it. I like the tuber round mute combo here, really making things challenging for Skies to open up the wall. This round is going to hinge on whether the execute can be fast, can be vicious, and can be effective for VP. stomping here with the two brow canisters, keeping the defense locked up. Down, Pasha erupts down into blue.
5 seconds.
2 big kills. There's no much time. Benja is just up around the corner, but Dan spots him. Alamau 1v3 has to take the first fight at the bottom of the stairs. Dan is low HP. But now into the post, they know exactly where he is. And Pasha has reloaded and rejuvenated. DMR makes short work of the keyword barriers. C4 makes short work of Pasha. Oh, hello and goodbye. It's whack-a-mole with Shaiko. Dan goes down. 2 players fallen for VP with no response as their advantage is quickly dwindling. G2 are locking up this site.
I'm not sold on this. Was the Privilege Thatcher? Was the Privilege the Ash? Don't know and I don't care because they're all dying right now. Nako went down. There's just Rorik and Skies both outside the building with 10 seconds to go. And they're gonna die to a gas pipe and a crossfire, leaving just Rorik outside gym fighting Shaiko and the whole damn world.
Of course, Benja runs out for it. That is the only round.
The amount of these long-range engagements. Shaiko gets injured and unlikely to be saved here. Doki could try and make his way on over.
Oop.
He's good for 1.
Doki's happy to just find kills anyway. Shaiko doesn't need to be finished off here by the fire. They need to prioritize getting that fire onto Doki, but Doki takes down Pasha.
Oh,
that's the glass. He will fry alive, but somehow survive. Might even go for the revive here. Can he risk it? Rorik on 1 HP, finished off by Alamau, running out the breach. Alamau finally taken down. Shaiko's on the floor. Doki 1 HP. Benja is the only one who's looking healthy right now for G2. But Shaiko's been picked up. Doki has regained control of the rafters, and now Nako is in a 1v4. Yes, 1's on the ground, but the round is over.
Looking for a play early on, goes down. Shaiko Doki keep making a play.
So deep is their strat book. Obviously, they played the Skopos roam last time on the basement. Oh, Dan's about to die. Benja's just playing ranked. I've seen him do this on his YouTube before. It's just, yeah. This is going to be it. It's the end. It was going to be the most hyped up game of the day. 2 teams who have been undefeated and looked impeccable thus far. And now there's Nako desperately trying to win a 1v1 against Benja. He gets nothing. G2 are running rings around Virtus.pro.
Our biggest game of the day, and it absolutely delivered. G2 take 3 points, though. That means they are now the only team that is undefeated, and therefore we get to speak to the winners. We have Stompen on the line to ask him a few questions. Good evening, Stompen, and congratulations. You are the only team in this stage that is undefeated. How does that make you feel?
It feels good, but you know, we still got 1 more game tomorrow, so definitely got to be locked in for that one to end undefeated, so yeah.
Speaking of today, Stompen on Clubhouse, I saw that you guys banned the wall denial, so Bandit, Kate Gun, and you were left to play against Mira, Clash, Azami. I think a lot of teams would struggle against that, and despite that, you went 4-2 in attack. So what do you think is the main reason you were able to pull some of these rounds in a situation where realistically, most of the time, VP was also in the control?
I think we were playing a lot of like split positions, so like even if they had the clash, we wouldn't like just push him and like try to counter them. We kind of just went around it and avoided like their strat, and we played good every round on attack. Honestly, we could have won 5, so our playstyle was working. Like last time we played them, I think we lost 5 attacks. This time we won 4, so we definitely made a lot of improvements since the last game and learned a lot about how they play on this map, and we just adapted. So
I think one of the main strengths that we've seen so far is the ability for you to find gaps in a situation where, like, I think of like Alemao jumping in on construction on the cash bomb site and getting a triple kill. I think of the gym bomb site where you guys jump in gym and somehow backstab the entirety of the team. Is that always going to be like the kind of playstyle that you're going for in attack when you're struggling to find a win condition and a few guys will poke around and try to find a gap to exploit?
I'm doing the interview.
Oh!
Doki, what are you doing, man?
Doki cameo, bring him in.
He can like he's taking over all of the interviews when Alemo is not there, and then when you're finally jumping on the interview, he has to distract us.
Yeah, I actually wanted to do an interview. Doki's trying to, you know, interview still, so. But with what you were saying, it kind of depends, because like in that situation where like Almao jumped in con. We knew we couldn't play for plant because they had like smokes and C4s. So he made the call. He was like, I'm gonna go push con, make noise. I'm gonna flash red. And Shaiko, I think was Shaiko alive. He like smoked or flamed something. And they were like fully baited on me and Shaiko. And he just walked in and destroyed all 3 of them. So depends on the situation, but most of the time, yeah, it does result in stuff like that, splitting.
Stumpin, we've not spoken to you on EML like we just said. It's been a lot of Doki interviews and a lot of Almao interviews. How have you been finding, I suppose, from the last major, you know, in terms of the roster changes and all that, in terms of the last 3, 4, 5, 6 months, the new players into the roster? How does this G2 feel versus the first G2 roster that you joined? Oh,
I'm loving it a lot. I mean, not just like because how good we are in game, but like just like the team, you know, like we all like get along really good. We play ranked every day, you know, stream together. So it's definitely a lot better than, no offense, but a lot better than the other roster, like both in and out of game. So I think it helps us play better a lot.
Do you think it comes through in the games as well? You know, when you're in those tense scenarios, the fact that you trust each other more, and the fact that you know, you've got that friendship and that kind of synergy?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, it helps a lot.
Awesome. We see how the vibes are working out. I mean, you two, you are at least a top-tier team here with a big advantage going into playoffs. There's still a lot more spot for playoffs, and I'd like to get your opinion on it. We have Rebels, Shifters, Twisted Minds, and Heretics. Who do you think is going to take that final spot?
I think it'll be Shifters.
Why?
Oh wait, hold on. Who are their 2 last games? I played Falcons today, and who else? Did anyone know that?
And then, Shifters play. Was it Geekay? No.
They
Rebels. They play Rebels.
I'm fact-checking myself.
I'm fairly sure they play Rebels.
So it will be like a battle.
I'm gonna check, but I think they play Rebels.
If I had to guess, I would say Shifters.
Yeah, they play
I would
Rebels.
say Shifters would be the last playoff spot.
Okay. Despite having to go up against Falcons today,
the Rebels game will be the decider.
The shootout,
It will be rough. But Stumpin, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you answering our questions here, and good luck with your final game.
Thank you, guys. See ya.
I think it's going to be something that they cannot remedy, Jack. But I do think that in a BO1 format, when you lose a couple of rounds that you should have won strategically, it gets in your head, and at this point you start losing all of the critical gunfights. Especially with how decisive that victory was. I think the big picture for VP and G2 march on, and I think we kind of expect that G2 march on. But I think for VP, just sticking with them for a second, it makes tomorrow